How's it going? All right, I'm excited to be here today. This room is amazing. I was not expecting this when I signed up to speak to all of y'all. It's a little like I feel like we need a rock band behind here. So I know some of you play instruments. Let's figure this out for next year. All right, today we're going to go through a little bit about our partner first moment, how we're thinking about resetting the partner organization. And that all starts with introducing a new leader. So some of you may have met him, some of you might not have. Can't wait to introduce you to JD. And then JD will take you through how we're looking or thinking about restructuring the partner program and working with you moving forward so that we all are successful together. First, I want to talk a little bit about where we've come from or what we've heard and what was happening in the background that you might not have known. So we've heard from our partners, we've heard from folks external to the business that have said there's a lack of clarity on how to engage with you. It's not really clear on who we should talk to. You've had some churn in the organization, new folks that have come in, old folks that have left. We're not exactly sure who to engage with. We'd like that to be improved. We've heard that there's been an inconsistent partner experience, and we feel that, and we're working to rectify that. And there's a lot of emphasis that's being put behind making that a unified process. And it's, by the way, very different whether you're a tech partner or an implementation partner in the room. So trying to marry those two things is another initiative that we've been working on. And then we've heard, and this is a painful one to even say out loud, that we've made promises that we don't always deliver on. So we're looking to rectify that and been working on that in the background. And I hope over the course of the next few days, you'll see that we're doing just that. But what was happening in the background? We were rebuilding the foundation of our business. The world changed on us in 2022. Money no longer was free. It was got more expensive, and all SaaS businesses had to rethink the way we went to market, had to look at our resource allocation. There was no more a growth at all costs, spend all you need to, and at some point you'll exit and everything will be great. Now that interest rates are up and money's not cheap, we need to think about being profitable today, and we've done that. We needed to align disconnected teams. So throughout the organization, whether it was within go-to-market or within product and engineering, or even within finance, all of our cross-functional teams are not directly aligned with one another. You'd be surprised how disconnected sales and marketing was up until about a year or so ago. And we have continually worked to improve that cross-functional collaboration across all teams so that we can better deliver. We've been rethinking across the org between solution engineering, professional services, the partner team, and sales, how we work with our partners and which partners we want to align with for certain initiatives. So while we'll be talking about where we will be going today, you'll also learn that we're looking to learn from you, and there's an opportunity to influence that. But there's been a lot of thought put in the background on revamping how we go to market together. And last but not least, we've made several structural changes to help support long-term growth within the business. So getting there is all about having the right leadership in place. And one tenet, if you've ever read Jim Collins' Good to Great, came out in 2001, I encourage you to go read it, is it's not about necessarily, where you're taking the bus. The first stage is making sure you have the right people on the bus and then figuring out where to take that bus. And so before strategy, we were thinking people. Certainly we have concepts of the strategy that we want to roll out, but getting the right leader in place is important. We needed a proven operator that's worked across multiple different business models. It is very difficult to find someone in the ecosystem or in the world for that matter that's got experience both working with technology partners, maybe being on the technology partnership side of the fence, and working with agency/implementation partners. It's very hard to find someone that's done both, but we've done that. So we're really excited to be able to share that with you. To have a unified vision, we're looking to bring the partner programs together. So for the first time in commerce or BigCommerce's history, and quite frankly, I've worked at 3 other platform providers. I've been on your side of the fence as an implementation partner. I haven't seen a company like ours that's unified both the tech and implementation partners and bring that together in one channel. And we think there are some synergies there that'll really drive business for all of us. Looking for a new leader required finding somebody with deep ecosystem experience and somebody that has energy. So I think what you'll find when we introduce JD is that he's got a ton of that. It comes in spades. And last but not least, when we were thinking about the type of leader that we want in the organization, it's someone that already knew the ecosystem, is respected in the ecosystem. And I can't tell you how happy I am to have a partner in crime here to help bring all of this to fruition. Please put your hands together for Mr. J.D. Klausner.
Hello, everyone. My onboarding schedule had a lot packed into it. Being on stage in front of our most valued partners on week 3 wasn't exactly in my bingo cards, but I'm here for it. It's a pleasure to meet you guys. Over the years, I've had the pleasure of working across different platforms and ecosystems. I've seen what the common denominator of the thriving and most engaged partner ecosystems look like, and it's when the ecosystem is treated like the product. What does that mean? The product is not just a revenue channel, it's not just a distribution channel. It's when every internal stakeholder on the platform level, from Travis the CEO all the way down, has skin in the game and cares about the evolution of this growing community, the bets we're placing with them, and how it's evolving over time based on the needs of the market and the needs of our merchant. I've seen what good looks like. This ecosystem has the bones for it. The technical foundation is here. The partner base is real. And honestly, I know that you guys have all heard a lot of empty promises or promises that could have felt empty. And while this business is transforming itself, the opportunity to really be able to, on a really meaningful level, deliver more value is palpable. And that's the reason why I'm here. What drew me here is when I was considering taking this opportunity, I knew there was dysfunction. I didn't come here because of naivety. I came here because of conviction of what lies beneath it. Having been a BigCommerce partner myself over the years in previous lifetimes, I've seen that there's been a wild transformation from the vision of this company, a mostly new leadership team that's really trying to bring this vision to life, and the timing could not be more ripe, bringing together the best of what BigCommerce has to offer under one roof with Feedonomics and MakeSwift. You're going to be hearing a lot about AI in the next few days. It's absolutely rewriting the rules in terms of how companies ship products, and the platform bet here is differentiated. Being able to build and create really complex e-commerce experiences at scale without any strings attached is not something to be taken lightly. And this is the North Star that I believe has a lot of opportunity in terms of the way partners are engaged, the way we create value with partners, and the way we enable value with partners, not only extracted. My operating principle is very simple. I said this, and I'm going to say it again. Partners are the primary value creators. The platform's job is to enable that value and not only extract it. So I'm not here to provide us a list of sweeping changes that are going to happen overnight, although I'm sure you guys would welcome commitments that we will follow through on. I'm on my 3rd week, but what I will share is how we're thinking about things differently. So first of all, we're going to move from transactions to outcomes. Different partners in this room care about different things. Some care about pipeline generation, others care about delivery and implementation, others care about distribution for their product integration. Our goal now, in the way we're going to be restructuring the investments and this organization, is going to be to align resources around these outcomes that actually matter to you. I know that some promises have been made in the past, but I will say, coming in, seeing firsthand the culture that's evolved into taking accountability, making hard decisions, and actually fixing the problems at the root cause that actually matter to our merchants and our partners is happening in real time. And that's why I couldn't be more excited to be here at this time when I was considering joining here. So shifting from a siloed team with siloed resources where there's channel conflict, individual partner managers on different sides of the ecosystem not communicating, has created a siloed ecosystem. And our goal for the first time in the history of BigCommerce is to unify that ecosystem under one roof, looking at everything through one lens. Doesn't mean a one-size-fits-all partner program, but what it does mean is shifting towards desired outcomes that actually matter to you guys and that we're actually holding ourselves accountable to. And of course, focusing on quality. Volume is great. But the volume means nothing if there's no substance behind the actual execution, the follow-through, and the promises that we're actually going to make. Whether you're an agency partner, a systems integrator, a GSI, a performance marketing agency, traditionally you may have been treated more like a deal reg source. We want you to have more skin in the game, more accountability throughout the entire customer journey. Expansion, retention, cross-sell. We want you to help build high-value solutions. Accelerators, verticalized apps, managed services. We want to help you build practices. We don't want to help you just close a project. And most importantly, we want to follow through on the promises we will be making. On the tech layer side, across the whole ecosystem of payments, tech, ISVs, apps, we want to give you clarity. No more chasing us for what's important, what's in the roadmap. We want to hold ourselves accountable to being transparent, and we want to give you clarity on where you can build alongside us and where the distribution matters for you guys to monetize your apps and be able to grow based on different merchant outcomes as well. Ali shared a little bit about on the business level, some of the foundational changes that are happening. You'll be hearing plenty about this in the next 2 days with Travis and all the rest of the leadership team on stage. How that translates into the way you're interacting with commerce on the day-to-day means more product and market, faster iteration cycles, more collaboration internally between the team, which means more consistent touch points with you guys. And honestly, radical transparency in terms of holding ourselves accountable to, if we promise that we're going to do something, whether it's launching a co-sell motion or allowing different tech partners to have visibility into our roadmap, it's paramount that we actually follow through. And that also means, hopefully over time, a little bit more confidence in terms of what lies ahead. A lot of this is already underway, and so I just want to give you guys a little bit of a sneak peek in terms of what's coming up next, but also what's already in motion. So huge kudos to the team that's been tirelessly working behind the scenes to actually continue the wheels turning. So the partner team, for the first time, as I mentioned, we're going to harmonize the partner team under one roof. We're redesigning the org chart, we're redesigning incentives to make sure they're much more aligned with outcomes that are relevant and valuable to partners. The partner program is going to continue evolving. We're not going to apply a one-size-fits-all motion. Again, we want to make sure each partner in this room has a different goal in their outcomes that they want to have with us, and we want to align the teams internally based on those goals that matter to you. We're going to be launching a partner portal, which I know doesn't solve all the problems, but even from the purest, the most basic standpoint, making it much easier for you guys to manage your team certifications, improve the way you guys have visibility in rev share, receive your payouts. This is happening as we speak internally, and I'm very hopeful and confident that these initiatives are going to come slowly but surely in the next few months. Enablement, readiness, marketing with partners. So we obviously want to market to you guys, but most importantly, we want to market with you guys, which leads to more joint campaigns, more pipeline over time, and enablement, which is my personal favorite, in making sure that you guys aren't chasing us for updates. We want to come to you, meet you where you are, and make sure you have visibility at your fingertips to understand where we're focused, where you guys can be focused on, and where we can actually collaborate together. So whether it's releases, certifications, roadmap, there's a lot of content you guys are going to see over the next 2 days, which are very exciting. And we want to hold ourselves accountable to making sure you have that visibility at any given time. Essentially going back to basics. My philosophy is that the role of the platform is to enable value for partners, not extract it. Commerce sometimes has done some of that. Most platforms do at some point. I'm not here to pretend otherwise. My job and the job of the team is to make sure that our North Star is to enable value and not just extract value. And that's the new operating principle. What I'll leave you with this is I came here today because I think this ecosystem is worth fixing. You're sitting in this room today. You didn't have to be here. You all took time out of your busy schedules. Many of you traveled to Chicago. Luckily, we got some sun today. But this tells me something, that you haven't walked away. And you see what I see. The frustration is real. We share that. But what we also share is a belief that this ecosystem can be great. I know trust isn't declared from a stage, making sweeping statements. It's in the trenches with you guys. It's the follow-through, it's the hard conversations, and it's doing what we're saying we're going to do and earning the trust on the day-to-day in the moments that we are committing, we need to follow through and execute on. So the bar is simple. Next time we meet at the next Commerce Live, this room on the partner day should feel different, and I'm holding myself accountable to it. Thank you.